How y'all doing today? Welcome to another Rant and Rave in America. Coming at you. Thank you very much to the new subscribers. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, click that bell button to get reminded anytime we do go live. Today I'm going to bring up something here. Rhode Island really pissed me off with their new law that they're incorporating in. And then we got the police reforms. And I've been noticing something that's been going along, and it's been happening a lot in this country. And we've really just let it go. And I'm wondering why we're letting it get this far, folks. I really am. Reforms. We're looking at the police reforms. It sounds really great, right? It sounds like a really great idea. Usually if a reform is happening, yeah, that's not too bad. But if you really look at what's going on, it's more like indoctrination. It really is. And I'm really surprised I remember that word because I was struggling with that one before I was shooting this video. I was like, this word's, yeah, but I got it out there. I'm not going to go too far into the differences between the two words. You guys can Google that up. You can look at it. But yeah, really, what we're doing really is we're indoctrinating ourselves because we're allowing it to happen. At some point in time, we got to say enough is enough. You know, when does it stop? The government doesn't have any right to dictate how our life is supposed to go, what we can and cannot do. But yet they're going to go ahead and do this. And the newest one right now is this racial reform. I know there's another word for it. But they're putting it into our schools now. It's been going on. I know we just heard about it last week or a couple weeks ago down in Florida. They're putting it into math textbooks even. The racial theory, I think is what it's called. Stuff like this, it just has to stop. And going into what I was talking about with Rhode Island, they now have it to where anyone born from 2000 up cannot purchase cigarettes anymore. You gotta, period. Doesn't even matter your age, you can't do it. Now, maybe it's just me, but I'm thinking that ain't that a bit fucked up? Where does the government have a right to come in and tell me how I can live my life? If I want to drink, if I want to smoke, fuck, if I want to go do fucking crack, that's my fucking decision. That's up to me. It ain't up to, fucking Yahoo sitting out there. It ain't to my fucking governor. It ain't to my fucking mayor. That's my choice. If I want to fuck up my life, that's on me. Doesn't mean I agree with everything. I don't have to. That's a part of being American. That's the greatest part about it. You don't have to agree with what someone's doing, but they have the freedom to fucking do it. And now our government and our politicians telling us, no, wait a minute, we're going to step in now. But yet they won't pay for your fucking medical. If you have cancer, go pay for that shit yourself. Leukemia. Go pay for your own damn leukemia treatments. So everyone's coming off, and I know you guys have seen it all on Facebook and all that with the COVID shots and all that shit's free because they care about our health. Maybe they should take a bigger picture, look at a bigger picture here, and say, hey, look, if we really care about our citizens' health, then let's cover all medical. Now, I know what some of you fucking millennials are going to say right now, well, that's why we want our socialist agenda passed, because then we get the free medical. Let me tell you somehow that fucking works, all right? Your medical is only free if you sign on to your government program, which is fine. But for the rest of us that don't want one, then don't tax us for that shit. Because that's actually how it works out there in a socialist fucking country. Most people in those countries are signing on to their own health care because it's more affordable than getting taxed out the ass through their government. And when they are not on the government health care, they don't get taxed for that shit. Now, you go walk up to your senator right now on Capitol Hill and say, hey, would that happen in this country? Fuck no, it won't. Hell no. You guys get your free fucking health care, sure. But if I go sign on to Blue Cross or Blue Shield or go through like Aflac, the Snoopy one, whatever the hell that one there is, I think it's MetLife, I will still get taxed to pay for your fucking medical because you want your socialist fucking free medical bullshit. Again, fine, but don't tax my ass for it. But that's what would happen in this country, and that's what we're raising to think about too. You want your free medical? Have at it. But I highly doubt our government's going to go, yeah, sure, that's fine. You don't want it? That's cool. We won't tax you. Fuck no. They'll tax us to death. Here's a solution for you folks. You want your free fucking medical? Fine. You want it paid for? Fine. Go to work and get it taxed out of your fucking check. Alright? Because I'm telling you right now, I'm getting sick and fucking tired of the deadbeats out there right now. My taxes are paying for. I already paid $115 into my fucking taxes off my last fucking check. And I'm pretty sure most of it went to fucking deadbeats not doing shit. I'm fed up with it. I've had enough. Government fucking propaganda. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, folks. I am not anti-government. I hate my fucking government. I cannot fucking stand my government. I hope at some point they fix the damn shit. And then y'all know where I stand on that one too. I don't really think we need to really go too far into that, but if they really think that what happened on December 6th was, where the fuck they want to put it? No. You keep fucking up and seeing what happens. You think December 6th was bad. And they're right, that's a blueprint for success. Okay, fine. Be scared. Be very scared, because people like me are going to be pissed off enough at some point in time. Shit's going to fuck fan. And as I said before, folks, it ain't no going in there like they did on December 6th. No. No, it's not a raid or nothing. But we will definitely surround that fucking Capitol building. Which brings me to another fucking point. These Democrats are so afraid of a fucking wall and so against a wall and a fucking border. But anytime anything else happens, they'll sure as hell put up a fucking wall made out of barbed wire and chain link fencing around the fucking building, won't they? I'm gonna let that sink in for a minute. You guys think about that shit. That's how hypocritical our fucking government is. They say one thing and do another. A lot of people have asked me, and I think I've mentioned this in another video too, why don't I talk to Rodney Davis when he was in town? Why waste my fucking breath? And he's from here, by the way, people. Yes, it's still, why waste my breath? I do agree with him with being a senator. He stayed in the Senate. I really don't think he'd make a good governor. He hasn't done much for this state. Look at it. Our state has the biggest exodus of people. We have more people moving out than we do moving in. We have the highest tax rate of any state in the fucking country. Rodney doing anything about it? Sure as fuck, now I ain't gonna fucking ask Tammy Duckworth to do shit. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all know where I'm coming from. Government needs to take a look at the Founding Fathers' blueprint. Their job is to govern, not govern the people. And that's on the federal level. On our state level, our governor is supposed to govern the state, not the people. See where I'm going with this, folks? If you don't believe me, you can look it up. You can find it online, too.
Sure about that?
That's my dad there, folks. Yes, I am.
Positive?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
That was a standing rule. That was a standing rule. The government is supposed to govern.
Well, I know that, but look it up and yeah, the way they've changed the textbooks and all that, probably won't find it online either.
Oh, you gotta dig, but yeah, it's there.
Okay.
It's there. I looked it up before I did this video, just to make sure I was correct on that.
Let's say, be sure, because your mom's dug around on the internet trying to find, and yeah, a lot of what we found is not what we were taught in school.
If there's going, where'd that voice come from? Yes, I am over here. I'm hanging out with my parents today. It's also kind of a little bit on edge. I don't really do much videos in front of my parents, but we're doing one today here at the house. But yeah, and I also decided to do one too because I knew if my dad gets a few into him, he'd like to open up just a tad bit. And he's got a lot of good things to say too. I also asked my dad, I was like, why don't you say something? Go ahead. Even if you leave a comment on my page. We go rounds and rounds and rounds. Yeah. And he's about the same way I am. I think he's more tolerable of our government than I am. I think if you look at my dad's head, he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm just waiting for it one day. My son's going to be on the news. Oh, someone burnt down the fucking Capitol building. Yeah, that's my boy. I knew they'd get to him one day.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to be on the FBI's top 10. My son's right there. See? He's famous.
Yeah, as Dad's calling up the number. I want that cash reward.
No, I'll be telling you, get to Mexico. I'm calling.
That is true, folks. They'll give me a 15-second head start.
15 minutes.
But yeah, it's just enough is enough. You guys got to wake up. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm willing to lead. I just need the folks behind me. We can go and talk to them. Let's go. Something's going to happen. Because what we're doing right now, it sure is not making a difference at all. They're still pulling their damn shit. They're still passing their own BS up there. And yes, that's what I want to call it. When they pass any law whatsoever through Congress, do they ever knock on your door? Do they ring your phone up? Do they send a letter in the mail saying, hey, this is what we want to do? We want your input on this. Fuck no. Fuck no, they don't. Kind of goes back to this whole thing of no taxation without representation. Well, I think no laws without representation. How about that one? Let's create a new amendment. Congress should pass no law without talking to their citizens first.